Alright, well today's probably going to be another short video because there's not that much to tell. Yesterday felt kind of crappy after work, but ended up surviving, of course, since I'm recording this. But I really realized like, okay, I need to, take a step back, take care of myself, relax more, enjoy the process a little more. So today, I messaged my trainer, the guy who's training us for the new job, to explain, because at the end of the day yesterday, I think I explained this last video, but at the end of the day I messaged him like saying, hey, sorry if I was kind of out of it, I'm sick. And he's like, hey, like it's totally fine, you're doing more than most other people in class, and given your situation, everything, like it's okay, like, you know you don't have to do the homework tonight, you can just relax, take it easy, and tomorrow, if you need time in the morning, like you can come in whenever is right for you. Like we're just doing like role play exercises and stuff like that. So he's just like, take care of yourself. And of course, my stupid reaction is like, well, no, I don't want to use this as an excuse. Like I want to be the best version of myself that I can. So it's like, I did the homework and, well, part of the homework, and ended up feeling like crap yesterday and throwing up and everything. So today I'm like, all right, I'm not going to do that again. So I still showed up. Like I'm like, I'll see how I feel when I wake up in the morning. By the way, if you're wondering why there's panting, that's because there's a dog. So yeah, I'm like, I'll just take it easy, see what happens. So woke up, was a little tired, but I'm like, I'm already up. Let's just go to class. Let's make the most of it. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take it easy today. So when he asks for a volunteer, I'm gonna let someone else go first. And that's what I was doing in the beginning, and then people ended up asking questions and everything. So it was like half an hour before we got to the role play, and just before we started, another like student from one of his past classes who he invited to come speak to us came. So by the end, like, an hour and a half in, we took a break, and then when we came back, we finally did the exercise or the role play. And by then, I was just like, you know what? These people, with the exception of maybe one, are the kind of people who just do the bare minimum. Like the trainer asks a question, no one answers. He asks for a volunteer, no one volunteers. There's one guy who every once in a while kind of does it, and there's me who does it most of the time. But sometimes I'm like, I want to give other people a chance to practice. I shouldn't be the one who's always doing it. But then it got to the point where I'm like, you know what? I can't hold myself back for other people. I need this to be successful. I need as much practice as I can get. So fuck everyone. Plus, well, not really, but it's more like I won't hold myself back for their sake. And so I had an idea during the break, and when I came back, I presented it to the group with the trainer's permission. I'm like, hey, I'm going through a very difficult period in my life. Like my health is not good, and I'm sick. And yesterday just really sucked. I didn't have time to do all the homework. I'm really not prepared. Just to show you guys that it's really not a big deal not to be prepared, because I know it's scary and everything. Let me just do this exercise, do this role play, and be not prepared at all. So I just did that. And then, everything went relatively well. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. I made some mistakes and everything. And it's like, I was like, hey, at the end, I was like, I hope this helped. And I also mentioned, like, by the way, I'm going to, participate because I'm here to get better. I'm here to practice. I'm here to, take this seriously and make money. So when there's a chance to volunteer, I'm going to volunteer. So if you want to participate, you better make your move quickly, because I'm not going to hesitate very long. So I kind of put that general warning out there. And that's pretty much going to be my attitude from now on out. Of like, I'm not going to take advantage of the situation and be like, like always jump in like, oh, I want to volunteer. I want to do that. I want to do that. Like, I'm not going to hold back, but I'm not going to be a dick about it either. It's just like, I'm done. Because what I would do is like maybe half the time, like, if he asks a question, I'll answer. If he asks for a volunteer, I'll volunteer. And the other half, or sometimes like 25% of the time or whatever, it's like, I just kind of wait to see if anyone else would volunteer. And after a while, when no one would, then I would. But now I'm just like, you know what? If you're not serious about this, who cares? It's not my problem. So that's pretty much my perspective from now. And today I did some prospecting after work. Sorry, I was looking at the dog, distracted. So yeah, I did some prospecting after work, and the new strategy that I started using yesterday works really well. So I got like 21 prospects in, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes, something like that. So it went really well, and I'm like, all right, I could work on the script. I could record my voicemail for my phone and everything, but I'm like, voicemail is not the best. I have a cold. My voice probably isn't the best. Plus, it's pretty quick, so I'll do that on Friday. And the script, I'm like, at the end of the day, the script is just a guideline. I could just improvise. It's really not that big a deal. It's not worth stressing myself out over. So after the 21 prospects that I gathered, I'm just like, all right, that's it. I'm done for the day. It's like it's 5. I'm just going to relax. I'm going to go eat. I'm going to enjoy the day. And that's kind of the perspective I'm going to try to bring to the rest of this training and the job itself. Of like, yeah, okay, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to push myself, but I really need to respect myself and my body and my limits and not try to overdo it. Wow, this was longer than expected, but that's pretty much the gist of it. So overall, a pretty good day, even though I'm still kind of sick and still feel kind of crappy. Still a very productive day. So that's pretty much the gist of my day. For once, it's not like, hey, today sucked and here's why. It's like, hey, today wasn't that bad and here's the story. A nice change of pace. All right, well, hopefully this was entertaining, even though there wasn't that much that happened today, or nothing horrible. I feel like some people might be watching because they're like, man, his life sucks so much. This is entertaining. Whereas today it's like, my life doesn't actually suck that much. Hopefully it's still entertaining. Anyway, I'll leave you with that. The link to the GoFundMe my friend created for me is somewhere in the description. So if you want to click on that and support me, it'll definitely mean a lot. If not, well, that's okay. I have a job that'll definitely help. It definitely won't remove the pressure. It won't make things easier. Well, it will make things easier, but it's like it won't suddenly magically fix everything. So finances are still an issue, but like, once I start making sales and I start making commission, it's definitely going to help remove some of the pressure and allow me to, not freak out when I go on Amazon and spend like $400 on supplements, even though I need it and it's for my health. It's still, whenever I click the order button, I'm like, oh, that's a lot. All right. That was my day. Talk to you tomorrow.